What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I'm reviewing a sneaker that I think is a possible contender for Sneaker of the Year. It might not be number 1 on the list, but it's definitely in the top 5. And that sneaker is the New Balance Bodega No Bad Days. Actually, I think either of the New Balance Bodega collabs could be pretty high up on the list, but because the other pair was so insanely expensive, I ended up grabbing this pair, which I'm still happy with. This year, New Balance and Bodega released 2 collaborations on the 997S. The first collaboration was dubbed No Days Off, and the second collaboration, which just released in September, is called No Bad Days. And both collaborations were surprisingly limited and only released in-store at Bodega and online on their website a couple days later. But even though there is still a little bit of hype behind both of these collaborations, I don't feel like it's enough. I still feel like these are very underrated sneakers. And throughout this review, I'll get into why. But before we get into the review, I want to read you the exact reason why this sneaker is called No Bad Days directly from Bodega's website. No Bad Days is about pushing through the natural impulse to allow instinctual, physical reactions to dictate your state of being, and ending every day with a positive mindset. Which to me just means pushing through the bad things that might happen to you throughout the day and the procrastination and actually making something of yourself that day. I mean, I could be off, but that's just sort of what I took from it. And if that is in fact the reason for the naming of the sneaker, I appreciate that, because as someone who deals with that sort of stuff every day, which I'm sure everyone else in the world does, it hits home. And it's kind of cool to have a sneaker that sort of inspires you to keep going and inspires you to do more. And maybe I'm going deeper into this than I should for a sneaker, but that's just what I got from it. But actually jumping into the sneaker itself, the first thing that you might notice is this really nice asymmetrically cut mudguard. That's something I really love about this silhouette, because it gives it a very unique look, rather than just having a standard flat or straight mudguard like most sneakers have. Not only that, but the material that they used on the mudguard is excellent. It's this dark gray, really soft and tumbled leather that actually feels quality. It doesn't feel like fake tumbled leather. It feels like a leather that you would get on a much more expensive sneaker. Just above the mudguard, you've got this really nice clean and white mesh, which really pops. And above that, you've got another surprisingly premium feeling material with this mustard colored suede. And I think that's going to be an ongoing theme with this sneaker, that everything about this shoe is so well considered and so well executed. And the material quality is nuts on this shoe. As you continue up the shoe, I've actually switched out the standard gray laces for these flat purple laces with these nice black flecks in them. They also come with this really nice yellow lace tip with the Bodega logo at the end. And I didn't just switch from gray laces to purple laces, I also added some teal laces as well on the right shoe. As you can tell, the shoe comes with 3 different sets of laces. You've got a gray set, a purple set, and a teal set. And even though color-wise I think I like the purple laces the best, I really like this mismatch look with the purple and teal. Underneath the laces, you've got a teal colored tongue, which actually isn't separate from the rest of the shoe and makes this the booty construction. And rounding off the top of the tongue, you've got this rubberized New Balance logo, which I actually think looks really good. Inside the sneaker, you've got this really nice light blue sock liner around the back of the tongue, and then on the heel, you've got this nicely padded black sock liner. Inside the sneaker, you've got a purple insole with the New Balance and Bodega logo printed on the heel, as well as this little dude sort of chilling on the beach, which I think sort of fits in with the No Bad Days theme. As for fit, the New Balance 997S does seem to fit me true to size, and that's probably what I would recommend to you. However, because everyone's feet are different, I would definitely suggest going down to your local sneaker store and trying on a pair of the 997Ss for yourself before you shell out the money for resale. Then continuing back on the lateral side of the shoe, you get to some more premium materials with more of that nice dark gray leather. In the center of the leather, you've got this bright yellow New Balance logo, which I think contrasts the upper really nicely. Then moving around to the medial side, the material actually changes from leather to suede, which is still surprisingly premium. Apparently the material change from the medial side to the lateral side signifies the unfinished work becoming finished work, so you've got the unfinished feeling suede on one side and the finished feeling leather on the other side. And it actually seems like a pretty cool concept. I like the execution a lot. The New Balance logo on the medial side also differs from the logo on the lateral side because it has these black stripes running through it. Behind what is essentially the midfoot cage, you've got this black TPU panel that acts as the uppermost eyelet. Then the next material that you run into is this nice dimpled teal neoprene. And of course it's only dimpled or bumpy on the lateral side. On the medial side, it's completely smooth. And then moving around to the back of the shoe, you've got this nice textured black fabric material with the New Balance 997 logo embroidered in red. Then moving down on the shoe, you get to this nice chunky midsole, which really gives this shoe a unique feel. The midsole comes in a bunch of different colors. You've got black, you've got gray, you've got sail, I guess. You've got some yellow. It even comes in some red on the medial side. In addition to that, the sneaker also features end cap and absorb cushioning, which makes it a surprisingly comfortable shoe underfoot. Then finally, rounding off the shoe, the outsole of the sneaker comes in black rubber with gray accents. The New Balance Bodega 997S No Bad Days is one of my favorite releases of the year. I absolutely love this sneaker. I think Bodega and New Balance killed it with this collab. The first sneaker that dropped, the No Days Off collaboration, is also excellent. I think I like them both maybe equally. Maybe I like that one a little bit better. I'm not totally sure, but I think either sneaker I'd be super happy with, and I'm just glad that I could grab one of them. I've been totally blown away by the materials on this shoe. They're excellent, and for a sneaker that retailed for $150, you're getting a lot of shoe. Now, of course, they sold out instantly, so you can't grab a pair for retail anymore, but if you do want to pick up a pair for resale for around $250 to $300, I think you could do a lot worse. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the New Balance Bodega 997S No Bad Days, and whether you'd like to grab a pair for yourself or whether you did pick up a pair when they first released. So let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.